In 2000, excuse the leopard print to the face, but I've had a few facial injuries here recently when I had an EEG test, and that's what caused me to have these marks that I have there. These are honestly pimples over there. But anyway, besides that, man, it's not a beauty show. I'm here for Pantone, and I want to shout out to the creators of that corporation, Pantone. Look at the title, and the title says exactly what it needs to say. I'm shouting out Pantone with this here video for a very good reason. And I wanted to tell people something specific about the color of the year this year. I see a lot of people complaining about the color of the year and the fact that it is white this year. And I feel on my end, not based on my feelings only, but based on facts, that's not right for people to make it a race-based thing. For Pantone to be judged for making, the color of the year white this year. The reason I'm saying that is because just last year it was brown, but nobody mentions that. The name of the, color that they even, code that they even, is called Cloud Dancer. It's not called white even, but it's called Cloud Dancer. And last year, if you look into their color of the year, brown or cafe was actually incorporated with it. Now here, I have the evidence that the color of the year that I made last year that was very impactful, just like Pantone, and even competed possibly with it, was sky blue as the color of the year. And that's why I'm creating this artwork here. So there you see, we have the sky going to be in the background. She's flying on like a cloud nimbus on. And we have water droplets coming from down in here to that point. And the lollipops and crystals will go down here. You know what I mean? And Sonic the Hedgehog is who that is. Hopping in the water there, creating a splash, doing a spin dash. And then hitting ass, and doing a motion around another beautiful woman. You know what I mean? My darling, of course. And then you got Tracy Ellis Ross going to be finished up as far as her color of her face. And the most beautiful lady, Miss Britt, as you can see, looking almost just like her. Almost. And that'll be the last one to color in. And then I add in another girl named Bella that requested to be on here. So that'll make it for this one for 2025 as the color of the year. I'm not being bothered right now by the spirit, but that's what's kept me from finishing it as I needed to. But I needed to make this video for a shout out to Pantone because I didn't know of them until I did my own color of the year. And so once I looked into the color of the year, I found out about, thank you, I appreciate it, that I'm good at art is what Cal L Plays 17 says in the comment section. And Cloud Dancer is a white color, synonymous to white. But that means what? Why are we thinking negatively? That's what that's called. We got to think positive. And they have a color of the year that they do not subject to any racial group at all. They do this for everyone in the broad. Pantone is not a white racist group. If we keep it real, they have employees that look like myself. They're a corporation, like Walmart. And most of us know nothing of it, but we judge it quickly. And I just wanted to quickly, come on and say what needed to be said, because this color of my skin was the color of the year last year for Pantone Corporation. But nobody mentions anything about, hey, they making the color of the year brown. That's racist. They're leaving out white people, you know what I mean? But then as soon as they did white, you're going to act like they're being racist. That's senseless. We're just thinking negative at that point. And I'm just coming on here to be a positive individual. And shout out to Pantone for creating something that unifies us all across the world. And that's the color of the year. because I followed them in doing it. I didn't know of them when I did my own thing, but they do pre and come before me, and I owe them their respect. They'll never even likely see this video, but I owe them their respect because they have done that before me. And I'm not doing anything. I want them to know if I ever go hugely big, as this is the third year that I'm doing this publicly, at least, with indigo as the color of the year this year. If I ever did go big with what I do, I did never do what I'm doing to over jump them or wash them out, because that's something very important that needs to be known. And with that being said, thank y'all for coming. Art by PR is the Cash App if you want to donate to the channel, and I'm ending this one here.